Morning, everybody. See if we can get settled in today. Happy Monday to you. Holly's around here somewhere. Somewhere. There she is. Told y'all she's here somewhere. Missing some little groups.
I'm packing my bags and going away.
Sing it, Holly. Morning to you, everybody. Morning. Morning, Christy. I don't know what she's wearing today. She's wearing, who knows? I hadn't seen her. She won't stay in here long enough for me to see her. There we go. Morning, Shannon. Good to see you. All right, let's talk to people.
Hello.
Good morning to you, everybody. Welcome in. Another day, another week of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Wherever you join us from, whether it's the radio land or over on Facebook or YouTube, we are glad to have you with us this morning for the morning show. Brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including M-Sculpt Neo. Get the six-pack abs you've always wanted just in time for fall break. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com, 482 Interstate Drive in Manchester. And you can get on by and see him. Tell him the Thunder Radio Morning Show sent you. It is a cool start out there this morning, 61 degrees, but we're going to get really hot really fast. 92 for your high today, mostly sunny skies. And I don't see a drop of rain in the forecast all week, at least until we get to Friday. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique in downtown Manchester. Get on by and see them at Wisteria Hill, 205 South Woodland Street, or near downtown Manchester, I should say. All the latest trends over there. And they got their new fall stuff, I believe, is starting to get out there. Their Tennessee game day gear is starting to make an appearance there. So get on by and see Wisteria Hill. Find them on Facebook, Wisteria Hill Boutique. It's Monday. That means misconnections. We have got a lot of weekend things to catch up on. We weren't here on Friday. So we're going to talk about some of the things last week. We had a long weekend. We went viral, apparently, at some point over the weekend. We'll talk about that and whatever else we dig into. You call in your birthdays at 728-1320. We'd love to hear from you. But on that note, I do believe it's time to bring in the better half of the Thunder Radio Morning Show. Across from me sits the brains of this operation, the planner, the organizer, the CEO, and president of Coffee County Broadcasting Incorporated. She is by far the looks inside of this studio. She's the president-elect of the Manchester Chamber of Commerce. And she's one of the reasons the rockin' world goes round. Holly, good morning to you.
What's up, brother?
Oh, good to see you today.
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday to everybody.
Well, I won't back down.
Turn that radio down out there just a touch.
Back down.
Get some echo. I'm back.
Won't be turned around.
You sing it well, Holly. You sing it well.
Everybody,
Sing
join
it now.
in.
I can't hear it on Facebook. Just hear you singing it. Morning, Kevin. Comings and goings, what's happening in and around the Manchester community this week? Busy time. A lot of things happening. Big win Friday night for the high school football team. The Raiders beat. Sorry, I didn't have your mic on.
Big win.
They didn't take it too easy on Franklin County. 49-0, the win over the Rebels on Friday. The Raiders are 1-0, and they will be at Tullahoma this Friday for the 99th renewal of the Coffee Pot Rivalry. So we look forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. Game week is always fun for that as well. So hopefully we have a good time this week. We also got a win from Westwood on Friday night. They had a Friday night middle school game. They won 18-12 over at Eagleville. So congratulations to them. We're 4 days away from the Coffee Pot. As I mentioned, we are 4 days away from the return of the Coffee County Fair. That's this Friday. As that gets fired up on Friday and runs all the way through next Saturday, September 7th? The next Saturday? Yeah, September the 7th. And let's see, we are 19 days away from Common John Brewing Company's Beer Fest. That's September the 14th. We've got tickets to give away to that at some point. I don't know when we're going to give them away, but we have some. So be heads up for that. And coming up tonight, Westwood Volleyball on Thunder Radio. 5 o'clock-ish airtime for the Old National Bank Hometown Sports Series. So that's what I've got. I don't know what Holly's got over there.
As far as comings and goings?
Yeah, that's kind of what we do here in this segment.
I want to talk a little bit about the goings.
The goings. Okay.
The high school baseball team had their wiffle ball tournament last Saturday.
Yes.
And that was
2 days ago.
I've covered a lot of fundraisers, but that one was fun. That little fundraiser the baseball team did, they had different the teams that they had playing really got into it. Was a big deal. They had shirts with team names on them. They had made some of them were just like made with a plain T-shirt and a marker, but it was a team. And the announcer, I think, made it funny for the home run derby. He had everybody cracking up. But I was like, this is a neat fundraiser, and I hope they do that every year. That was a good one. Friday, we weren't on air, but the Cardin Estates fire happened, and boy, the community has really stepped up, like you knew that they would, but like Fresh and what was that?
This light up here has decided it's just going to go in and out whenever.
Fresh and Clean Car Wash, donated proceeds to the fire victims, and then the Viola Pizza Company paid for because they were going to be out there working, bought their food, and it was just a bunch of businesses have stepped up and either donated proceeds, like storehouse non-perishable goods, and I know Comfort Inn Sweet here in First Baptist Church, and
you could probably see a lot if you're wondering how to help there, because it can be a little overwhelming. There's a lot of different things going on. Go to our website, thunder1320.com. The lead story there is how you can help the family. So click on that, scroll down through there, and Tiffany's done a pretty good job of.
She's done a great job. I was listening
compiling
to
those
that
things
this morning, and she really covered all the bases.
Well, she was out there early Friday morning. She was out there at 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock in the morning covering that fire, and did a really good job of keeping people up to date during the day Friday. And I believe at some point had somebody's 10-month-old baby at her house giving it a bath. So there was a lot of things that she was doing to help out, but to get the coverage out there as well. And I think Mayor Hobbs has done a really good job of helping get people
information
and help people getting people in new homes. They're scavenging and finding new apartments, new duplexes, places to put people, and to get them on their feet. So everybody's done a really good job with that. But if you want to know how you can help, there's still plenty of ways. Go to thunder1320.com, click on the story at the top of the page, and you can kind of see the best ways to do that. But they're looking for brand new household items. You can put those at safe storage as well. And they're having a really big drive this Wednesday, the 28th, and this Thursday, the 29th, from 1 until 5. So if you want to bring brand new, they're not looking for anything used. They need brand new household items that they can help. People lost everything. A lot of people lost everything in that fire. So, and then of course, monetary gifts are welcome at First Baptist Church.
I can't imagine, you try and put yourself in their shoes, but I don't think you can truly ever feel the devastation.
No, we've tried a couple of times. We've tried to feel that devastation with all these candles at our home, but thankfully we were able to get those out.
Yeah.
We went viral over the weekend.
We're going to talk about that next segment.
I figured that was in the schedule.
And it's fine
probably
if
throughout the show.
It's fine if we cut this segment a little short because I feel like next segment is going to go long.
All right. Well,
that bell sounded so weak. If you're new to the show,
yes,
those are our That's What She Said bells.
And we're just going to leave it at that.
Billy and Eric have the fan zone on Saturdays, and they ring their bell during the show.
It's a whole different thing.
And sometimes I don't miss Billy does a good job explaining why they ring their bells. And they have they play this word game where they're both given, I think, 4 words. And I don't like when you do that. Because
you said, let's cut this segment short. And then here you go.
It's a quick story.
Go
Just
ahead.
leave me alone.
Finish it. Finish your story.
I'm going to. Now you're going to make it a long story because I don't even know what I'm talking about. Who was I even saying anything about?
You're talking about the fan zone and their bells.
Yeah, they play a game and they ring their bells and it's lots of fun.
Don't get sassy.
Why are you the way that you are?
Saturday mornings at 11. You can listen to the fan zone with Billy and Eric.
Quit.
All right, let's get a full weather forecast. It's going to be hot this week. Super hot, by the way. 92 today, 95 tomorrow, 96, 97 Wednesday, Thursday, and then Friday, 92. And the overnight lows right back up into the 70s. So nice and warm this week. I do see a 40% chance of rain in the forecast on Friday and a 50% chance of rain in the forecast Saturday, Sunday. So we may see a little wet stuff, but going to be nice and hot. A little cooler over the weekend, but not much. 88 degrees. Weather forecast brought to you by Patent Pest Control. The bugs are going to love this heat, but not if you got Patent Pest Control on your side. Give them a call today at 931-247-0781. The best thing about Patent Pest Control is there's no contract obligations. It's 931-247-0781. You can watch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. The Carmine Family Dental Camera Perfect Smile Cams. Be right back on the morning show.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr. James Van Winkle in
JC said just mute her mic. She starts talking like that.
I'm going to tell you something. I'm damned if I do here and damned if I don't, because if I don't...
Cussy this morning.
Josh says, we got to keep it, we got to banter. It's good for radio if we banter.
It is good.
And then I'll start going, and he's like, any day now.
She goes, let's cut this segment off right now and talk more.
No, I didn't.
And then
I
she's
said,
like,
let's cut this segment a little short. And we were talking about the bells. And the reason I said it at that time, the reason I said it at that time is because I was listening to Billy and Eric's show, and I didn't know what the bells were. And I was like, I need to do a better job on our show explaining what the bells are. And so when I had it in my head, I was just going to go ahead and get it out of the way. This is Josh's world. This is Josh's show. My name should just be taken off the title, and it should just be the morning show with Josh.
Yes. Can you send me that video?
Send it to yourself.
I don't have it.
Well,
I do
a better job.
I do have it. Well, I tried to pull it up on.
Do you want it on email? What do you want it on?
I've got it here. I don't need you.
I saw Jeff Stewart with Temple Baptist Church at Home Depot, and I was buying a couple of plants on sale, and I had 2 of them, and I was going to try my best to sneak them in the house because I didn't want to hear Josh's mouth whenever I brought 2 new plants home. And Jeff was like, no, put that cart back, and you need to take this one. And it was a big cart with a bunch of plants on it. And he's like, you take that one home, see what Josh says. And I was like, no, I don't want to hear his mouth. But after this morning, I'm thinking I could use a cart full of flowers.
Why are you going to bring home a bunch of flowers at the end of the season? It's going to die. Probably spent a lot of her weekend cleaning. She did a good job. She's a good house cleaner. Well, she is.
That's because nobody in my house picks up after themselves.
I did a lot of work this weekend. Don't be lying to people like that. Let's see. She said, "What's in her cup?" Goodness.
Not enough.
Whatever reason, don't want to play that.
After each week over the weekend, I'll do some self-reflecting. And I think, Holly, you really should do a better job of not fighting with Josh on the show. Don't do it. Just don't engage. Don't take the bait. I don't know what it is. He just really knows how to push my buttons. Not in this way.
I do too. That's not true. No lie.
How long have I been on the air? What is it? We've been on for
Y'all seen this video?
10 minutes, 12 minutes. I've already said 2 cuss words.
Show them the video.
This for Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in. He was destroyed by Warren.
And that's what made us viral over the weekend. We'll talk about it now.
The Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio Morning Show here until, I don't know, 8:30 is the time we're supposed to be here too. Glad to have you along with us on the AM dial, 1320, FM 107.9, 106.7 FM over towards Tullahoma and Estill Springs, worldwide on the Manchester Go app and at thunder1320.com. Holly, welcome back.
Thanks.
We went viral over the weekend. We didn't. We had a video that went viral. We didn't do anything.
Yeah, we did nothing.
We did nothing. We just posted the video from Friday night. It's a big knock from one of our football players.
Yeah.
On the punter for Franklin County. And it's got, as of this morning, 1.3 million views on Facebook and about 500,000 views on the TikTok. So it went pretty quickly. I told Holly, I said, look, before you post this, understand that's probably going to get a lot of reaction. Don't read the comments.
If I post something that's slightly controversial and people start in and get their feelings hurt and whatnot, they start sending us messages. That just tears me up.
And you can't show them that, nor admit that to them. So stop.
The thing about it is, I want to preface the start of this segment with the punter that got hit is okay.
He's perfectly fine.
He's got to be tough to take a hit like that. Franklin County's punter has to be tough to take a hit like that and then go for the ball.
Yeah, he went for the ball immediately. I'm showing it on
to try and recover it. And then I think 3 or 4 plays later, he was out there to punt.
Yeah, it was 3 plays later.
No one carried him off the field. There wasn't an injury timeout.
We wouldn't have posted it if he was injured. He was fine.
Never. I don't feel like I should have to say this.
We'll just go ahead and lead off with that. So
I don't want any team, any player to get hurt. That's someone's child.
Of course.
And
we have those.
And I would never ever want that to happen. This kid he's playing football. He's tough. He took the hit and tried to recover. Trying
to recover the ball. The ball was knocked loose. For people on radio who didn't see it, the call was something. But he was punting in the end zone Friday, and Caden Warren got into the backfield. So he was not touched. He wasn't chipped. Nobody got in his way. He had a direct line to the punter. And he got there so fast. Honestly, I don't know what he's supposed to do other than try to hit the punter because the punter wasn't punting the ball yet. He got there so fast.
Yeah.
And hit him forcibly with his shoulder in the chest. It was not in the head. It was not in the neck.
A lot of the comments that we are seeing is like people are saying he hit him in the head. You can't target.
But he didn't.
He hit him in the neck.
He did not.
That was unsportsmanlike conduct. He should be ejected. And I disagree with all of those.
Yeah, we wouldn't have posted if we thought otherwise. So, but I did know that it was going to be controversial, but some of the comments are hilarious. But it's a lot of people just arguing back and forth over whether it hits league. And I will listen to that argument. I will listen to the argument of whether it's roughing the punter or not. And roughing the punter was called, and he did he did punt. They punted three or four plays later, but roughing the punter was called. And I'll listen to that argument. And I don't necessarily disagree with the call, and I wouldn't have disagreed if they didn't call it. It's bang bang, and if it's a big hit, they're probably going to call something. I think we said that Friday night. Anytime you see a big hit like that anymore, they're probably going to call something, even if there's nothing wrong done. And that's kind of why we posted the video. It was like, it's a big hit. And dude got there. He got it. It was so open. He just ran right in full speed. So anyway,
he hit the guy so hard, he did a cartwheel.
Yeah, he did a back flip.
And I don't understand the rules of football great. I
don't agree that there was a penalty. I don't think it was.
So I have questions that I want to ask, and I want to see if you can help me understand.
All right.
Is there a difference between a kicker and a punter?
Same thing.
Are the rules different?
Not really.
Not really?
Roughing the kicker is roughing the kicker.
Okay.
It would be. It's a little different for a punter in my mind, though, slightly, because he's got the ball in his hands. Like a field goal kicker doesn't have the ball in his hands. Right.
So you can never hit that guy.
You can never hit that guy. There's no time you could ever hit that guy. The punter, and some football rules expert may want to call in and disagree with me if they want. And that's cool. But the punter is a running threat. And that was my next question. I was talking to Caden after the game, who made that hit. He said, well, look, he's a running threat. He didn't punt yet. So I tackled him. And that's the other thing. People are like, it's dirty. He was trying to hurt him. No, he wasn't. He was trying to stop the guy from doing what he was supposed to do. It was nothing dirty about it.
My next question was going to be, what's to say that wasn't going to be a trick play and the kicker, do a little jukey juke and try to run? Like, I thought as long as he had the football, you could be tackled.
Once he drops the ball to kick it, and the timing was right there, and you could argue that he was dropping the ball to kick it, and that's fine. I'll listen to that, but
sure.
I'm not listening to that was dirty.
No.
I'm not listening to that argument. It's not. It wasn't. He wasn't trying to hurt anybody.
If Caden had gotten there just a half a second quicker,
even not even half a second,
he would have still had the.
Yeah, it was, and that's such a bang bang reaction. Like he thinks he's there, and so it's. I get it, but to listen to the. At
that point, he's already coming so, running at the kicker so quickly. You can't. He's still trying to make the tackle. He thinks he's there. Some people were like, that is.
They were trying to get him.
He's a dirty player.
Yeah. And I'm not listening to that.
And Josh is like, he's not a dirty player. I watch him play every game. He's not a dirty player.
How are you going to make that assumption on one 10-second video clip? So it was a lot of fun. The
comments
the comments are great. I laughed so hard at some of the comments that were in there.
Oh, I know another thing.
Some of them were they were glorious.
That people are just fighting with each other. One of my favorite comments was, see, they just threw the flag because Buddy hit him hard.
That's pretty much right.
How is it his fault the other team can't protect the kicker? Oh, and another argument that I hated was he's defenseless. He's a defenseless kicker. And I know that he,
that's the rule, is a defenseless player.
Sure. But he has a full line of defense that failed him.
Right. They did not do well. No.
Everybody is a football expert. And then they get mean.
Yeah, it's a rough game. It's a violent game. A lot of let's get can we put the call on? Would it be okay if I put the radio call on?
Yeah, put it on.
Let's put the call on.
Trying to kick this for Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County. in the end zone. A flag came in.
A lot of people were commenting on the broadcaster's call of that.
What an idiot. That guy. And he's killed.
A lot of people were like, he called it right.
I
That's
don't
what
know what
happened.
else to have said. I don't know what.
I think it was that's just a first reaction when you see
I
a hit
know.
like that.
I was so taken back by that hit. I was like, oh.
You said you thought that might have been the hardest hit you have ever seen
Live.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen some, video or highlight reels or whatever, but live. But it was, and that's what Jessica said. She said, maybe it's the kill that offended them. Probably. But what gets me is it's within the context of the game. I mean, it's a football game.
We actually had someone mad at us because he said killed. She said that
she sent us a message.
The use of the word kill was inappropriate. Hang on.
Right. I know it was inappropriate to say. I'm like, clearly it's within the context of the ball game. Oh, he killed that guy. I mean, that's what you say. I mean, and this is the snowflake world we live in. And clearly, never mind.
It says you don't need to be posting videos like this.
Yeah.
She's like posting videos about the Franklin County punter getting hit like that and bragging about it. That is uncalled for. He could have suffered severe injuries. He was not hurt. If
he was hurt, we would not have posted it.
Never.
And then somebody comes along, the quarterback in Alabama, died over the weekend because of a hit. And I'm like, that's unrelated. That's unfortunate, incredibly sad, but it's not related. If you got then stop playing the game.
It shows bad sportsmanship and very bad taste to brag about a hit that could have caused severe injury. A lot of hits in football could cause severe injuries. It's a rough sport. It used to be a lot rougher. I think they're making it now to where they're trying to protect the athletes as much as possible, but
still a rough sport. It's going to be a rough sport. Read some of these comments. Can we read some?
Wait, I'm not done.
Oh, okay. You do what you need to do here.
She says.
Oh, we're still reading this lady's message.
No, this is a different lady.
Oh, a different lady.
She said, your radio station said kill.
Uh-oh. Are we in trouble?
Well,
you should tell.
I was so frustrated that I went and looked up the definition of kill. And of course, the first definition is to cause death. But the second definition is to put an end or to cause failure or defeat of something. And I would say that Caden Warren caused failure
on the play.
to that play. Yeah. And I think kill is an appropriate word. Kill is a term in volleyball.
Yeah, I say kill all the time if you listen to a volleyball match. And I mean, I say it a lot.
You asked the Westwood Middle volleyball girls, would they like a kill or a dig better? And all of them were like, kill, so
there's a lot of kill being said on the radio.
It's not a bad word. And
I could have said worse. I don't get concerned about these people. I told Holly, I said, just do not look at the comments. Don't bother them.
What bothers me is when they say that I would never make fun of that punter.
No.
That wasn't his.
It wasn't his fault.
It wasn't his fault. He did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
Caden Warren just got there super quick.
It's just what happened on the play.
And that's football.
He wasn't blocked.
I think he's super tough for getting up and
he punted 4 more times.
If I got hit like that, you might as well just back that ambulance on up and pick me up because I wasn't going to get up.
Right.
So
even if I was okay.
Kudos to him. I'm not taking anything away from the athlete. It wasn't his fault. I just, when folks are like, I'm going to tell everybody how awful your station is.
Well, it's 841 comments in this on Facebook. 1.3 million views of that video. And there's, it's a lot of back and forth of whether it's a penalty, whether it's not a penalty. Again, I'll listen to that debate.
Sure.
But there's some good stuff in there. Most people it seems like the majority of people understand. But the more the video stayed on and the further out that it spread, I feel like the further north it went where they don't play football. And I feel like that's what happened. Like it stayed in the South for a long time. And most of the people were like, oh, clean. Oh, big hit, clean, blah, blah, but then as the further north it went, basically people were trying to cancel football. That's what happened. Somebody said that my voice was so annoying.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Dude's voice is annoying. Except that I can't Where's that at?
I think you quoted it exactly right. Dude's voice is so annoying.
Yeah, which that's good. That's how I sound.
You can't do nothing about it, buddy.
Yeah. There was quite a bit of excitement over the call though.
Yeah.
And I don't. That's not why we posted it. We posted it because of the hit. But I was frustrated with myself that night. I was like, I should have done better on that. I didn't think I did good because I kind of lost my ability to describe what was happening, and that was just a reaction.
Yeah.
That was just a straight up,
dang
kind of thing.
Yeah.
Insert
the Friday Ice Cube and insert that meme there.
Yeah, that's pretty much what happened. But anyway,
I was mad at myself. You were mad at yourself about the call, and I was mad at myself because I couldn't get my camera right for pictures. I felt like I was doing a bad job.
Pictures turned out fine.
They were fine.
Holly's like, I messed with my settings. I wanted to do something different.
I was changing
lenses. And I was
lenses.
like, why? Just take them with what you take it with. You always do good.
It gets dark and they become a little grainy, and I'm trying to be a better photographer.
Yeah. Well, as it gets
I'm just
dark,
trying to do better.
As it gets dark, you can only push it so far. There's going to be some grain to it. We don't have that level of equipment.
I understand that it only goes so far, but I was trying to set it correctly for the darkness that it was. I'm going to fight you today.
Don't do that.
Are you reading comments?
I was looking at the comments. I thought we were going to read some of those during the segment, but that's not what we ended up doing. That's fine.
Read
no,
them.
It's 7:03. We've got to move on. We got other things to do, but we have stated our case on that. There's really no case to have stated. I'm not bothered by these people at all. It's got a lot of views, though. I am proud of Holly for not getting too tore up.
Well, I mean, it's out. I mean, there ain't nothing to do about it now.
Well, Holly sometimes will be like, well, let's just take it down. Maybe we should just take it down.
It happened. I'm not taking it down.
Sometimes that would be your reaction when people get a little tore up, but she did well.
I get more tore up when it's locals that are saying things.
And I try to tell you.
It's not locals.
Don't even tell them that you get tore up, because then they're going to be like, oh, we'll get her tore up. You can't show people those things.
Well, I'm not tore up. Everybody was fine, and there was a penalty. Whatever it is, what it is.
Are you fanning that thing right across the microphone? Are you okay?
I don't know. Maybe not. I feel like I can't do anything right today.
What are you doing wrong?
Everything, it feels like.
No, it's a good show. You're doing well. Keep up the good work. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio.
Your hometown radio station.
It's hot in here.
And guess what? We've extended our menu. Coming for a hot coffee, dry faucet, bagel, avocado toast, or a parfait, and it's the perfect way to start your morning at 708 Hillsborough Boulevard, next to Sonic. Open from 6:30 to 5 Monday through Friday, and 9 to 5 on Saturdays. I'm Faith.
She probably does need a helmet down there. It kind of makes me nervous. Let's watch it again.
County in the end zone, a flag came in. He was destroyed by Warren.
There he is.
Line to kick this for Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed. Picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in. He was destroyed by Warren.
I don't know how you can watch that and be like, hit him in the head of the net. Like, watch that. Slow.
By Warren.
Clearly in the chest. People are blind.
Call your local Dental Connect office for a free quote or find out more at dentalconnect.com. Some exclusions may apply. Now your local obituary report on Thunder Radio.
I think I forgot to update the OBS, but that's okay. I think we play the stat next. %, of the complaining came from moms. Yeah, it was like I told most of it was from moms, and I told Holly, I said most of these people complaining are the reason we're going to lose the next great war. It's just like if the kid had been hurt, we obviously would not have posted anything, you know. Do you know I'm gonna turn the air conditioner down? Raiders when we come back. What's soccer games tonight?
They both play.
Somebody has to be recovering the soccer game tonight. I don't know what soccer game they're talking about.
So the thing is, cross country has a home meet at 5.
I don't have Tillamook County on my schedule for tonight. I have that on my schedule for Thursday.
I think she means middle school.
It's Jerry.
Again, it still applies, right?
Middle school playing tonight? Thunder Radio Morning Show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Glad to have you along with us here until 8:30 today. Beautiful day out there. Going to be a hot one, 92 degrees for your high. A little cooler than that right now, 63 degrees. Temperature update brought to you by Wisteria Hill Boutique. Find them near downtown Manchester online at WisteriaHillOnline.com. That's WisteriaHillOnline.com. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We've got games coming up, but first we got to find out what's happening over at Prater's Barbecue today.
All right, it's Monday. That means Prater's has got hamburger steak for lunch or spaghetti, chicken tenders, smoked pulled pork, red parm potatoes, sweet baby carrots, green beans, pasta salad, coleslaw, and side salad. Get your choice of a meat, 2 sides, a drink, and bread, all for just $9.99. Find Prater's at 620 Woodbury Highway.
And now it's time for stupid, silly statistics that you never knew
I don't know where you're getting your statistics.
and probably don't need.
Did you bring your statistics?
Stupid Silly Stat revved up by our friends at Freedom Automotive in Manchester. They offer financing for tires so you don't have to break the bank to get a brand new set of tires for your vehicle. Get on by and see them at 515 Hillsborough Boulevard in Manchester, right in front of College Street Elementary. It's Freedom Automotive. Holly?
Nearly 60% of people say they know absolutely nothing about this sport. What is it?
Football.
Nearly 60% of people say they know absolutely nothing about this sport. What is it?
728-1320 or 728-3526. Take your best guess this morning on the Ben Lomond Connect hotlines. I've got a big old bag of Black Rifle coffee for the winner. Losers get to call back and try again.
60% of people say they know absolutely nothing about this sport.
Call back and try again, Dina. 728-1320 to take your guesses. Morning show.
Golf.
Good try, but not it. Not golf.
That's me.
You drove around on the golf course by yourself last
I probably will do it again today.
week. Somebody said they saw you drive across the green.
I didn't know where to go. I could turn.
Did you really? I thought they were joking.
It's all green.
Morning show.
Cricket.
Cricket, good guess, but not it.
That's a good guess. I don't know anything about cricket, but I have played croquet.
You know, you're fancy.
Is that fancy? Croquet?
Is that the one on the horses?
No, I think that's polo.
Oh. Morning show.
Lacrosse.
Good try, but not lacrosse. Golf, cricket, lacrosse, none of that is right. 60% of people say they know nothing about this sport. Nothing. What is the answer? 728-1320. To take your best guesses.
Dead air.
I need somebody else to say something.
If I say something, it's usually the wrong thing.
Morning show.
Soccer.
Good try, but not it.
I played soccer and I
Morning
still
show.
don't understand it.
I had some coffee go down the wrong hole. So I'm trying to manage that over here. That's why I had to cut the microphone off for a second. Morning show.
Curling.
Not it.
Good guess.
Morning show.
Football.
Not it. Good try. Morning show.
Pickleball.
There it is. Pickleball. What is your name?
Betty.
Betty. Do you know anything about pickleball, Betty?
No, sir.
Me neither. I didn't even know it was considered a sport big enough to know anything about. I thought it was just some kind of hobby or something. But I guess it is. Come on by. I got some Black Rifle coffee for you.
Okay. Do you have a shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
No guarantee I got your size here. We're a little low on inventory.
We have your size.
But
I need to restock the bench.
I think we were out of some. Like 2 X's, I think we're out of.
I don't know. I'll go look after the show.
Pickleball.
The boy one loves pickleball. He loves to go. He's got the rackets or paddles, whatever you want to call it. He ordered him. The boy never buys anything for himself at all. He's tight with his money, but he did order himself some really cool pickleball paddles. And so for Christmas, we got him like the little the net you can put up. I'm like, this will be fun because I didn't know anything about pickleball. And I was like, we'll just set the net up in the yard, but you got to have concrete or a solid.
So Holly would be in the 60%.
And so we couldn't play it. We couldn't. He's like, this is good, Mom, but you got to play on like a court.
Who has a concrete court laying around big enough to put that on?
Well, you could probably put it in a driveway if you have a paved driveway or something. I don't know.
Yeah, we live out in the country with a big old long gravel driveway, so not much we could do for him there. I tried to learn a little bit about it.
It's fun. We when we were building our garage, we had a concrete slab for a while, and we would put the pickleball net up and play there, and it was really fun. It got your heart rate up, and it didn't feel like you were exercising. But he would go up to the rec center to play pickleball with
the seniors in the middle of the day.
The seniors, and they would wear him out. he would lose.
He's like, there's nobody my age up there playing. I'm like, what buddy, you're playing at 9 a.m. on a Tuesday. The senior citizens left Hardee's and went over there and played pickleball, and there you are waiting on them. Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. Congratulations to Betty, winner today on Stupid Silly Stat. We've got name that TV theme song.
Yippers.
Coming up in a little while. Also your birthdays. It's 728-1320. Feel free to call in those birthdays anytime. 728-1320. News break here. More fun when we come back.
Now, another update from the WMSR Thunder Radio News Center.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by
I thought we were out of 2Xs. Because I tried to find somebody one and we didn't have none. Even in the closet. That's why I said I didn't know if we got your size.
She may not get that black shirt, but there are 2X shirts here.
Just not in that shirt.
Maybe not in that shirt.
I just want to keep showing this video on repeat. More plays.
To kick this for Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in.
Right. Not back to soccer practice. I know. We're not politically correct.
He was line to kick this.
Carney said, did you just say
Franklin
killed?
County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in.
It just looked worse than it was.
Destroyed.
I also didn't know what else to say in that moment because that's kind of what happened. I can't find the dirty hit in our game because there wasn't any. Let me go find one somewhere else. He was fine. He got up and played the rest of the game. Punted 3 or 4 more times. No, I can't help if it doesn't have the ball in it. That's the camera angle that I have. Westwood volleyball tonight. And then we got soccer tomorrow. Soccer Thursday, I think. And then football Friday. Rain's in the forecast just in time for the coffee pie game. I could see that being one of those nights where we get like lightning delays or something. The arguing, though, is probably good because that's probably what made the video go so far. It's a lot of views. I don't know that we've had one other than Lily Norman a few years ago. They got hijacked by some terrorists or something because they got like 24 million views. I've never seen anything like that. But we never had one go that far. Where's it at this morning? Still 1.3 million. It's a bunch. We're going to be as popular as Dr. Carmine one day. We'll never quite have his views, but one day. I don't think I get any cents on the reels. That's the thing. We don't get paid on reels, so I get no cents. I did get like 100 new followers though, so look out. The Facebook is weird with how they pay. Like engagement, but not on reels. So I was like, it's gonna be good, but no, we don't get any money on reels. Yeah, morning show, gets a little, and just in like a post in general, it gets a lot, but not reels. Reels paid. It'd be a good day.
Deontay Short.
Franklin County managed just 65 yards of offense from scrimmage. Coffee County led 42-0 at the half. Got a special team score on a scoop and score from Jaden Carter on a blocked punt. Sophomore quarterback Kason Lowry was 6 of 8 through the air for 75 yards and a touchdown, 19 yards to Caden Warren. He also scored on a run. Caden Martin had 101 yards on 9 carries. The Raiders moved to 1-0 on the year. They'll travel to Tullahoma on Friday, August the 30th. More on this game at thunder1320.com.
Everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking. You know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Here until 8:30 today. Glad to have you with us. Morning show brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle. Still got a whole other hour left. We got more games to play. Name that TV theme song coming up momentarily. Congratulations to Betty, winner earlier on in our Stupid Silly Stat game. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We have anything here besides the stat? Or besides the game?
Besides, no.
Don't think so? Reminder, we got Westwood Volleyball coming up tonight on Thunder Radio, Hometown Sports Series. JV at 4:30, so varsity will start about 5:30-ish, but it's hard to tell you exactly when. And then we'll join the Braves in progress when we are done there. All right, let's play Name That TV Theme Song. Holly, tell everybody how they can win some prizes.
It's going to be a difficult one today. Josh has got a little snippet of a theme song. Once you have figured out what it is, give us a call on the Ben Lomond hotline. The area code is 931-728-1320. You can dial that second line if you can't get through, 728-3526, for a chance to win what, Josh?
Black Rifle Coffee. We have Black Rifle Coffee this morning.
Excuse me.
728-1320.
That's what that sounds like.
Somebody's already on the phone. Morning show.
Monsters.
Say it again.
The Monsters.
The Monsters. Yeah. What's your
Golly,
name?
he had that on speed dial.
Ralph.
Ralph.
Ralph. All right, Ralph. Come on by and get yourself some Black Rifle Coffee, okay?
Thank you.
Ralph.
Why do you furrow your brow when he said Ralph?
Because I don't know if that was really his name. Sometimes I'm trying to figure out if people are tricking me.
You look so
Because
suspicious.
I feel like I've heard that person before.
And you don't think his name
And I
is
don't
Ralph?
think his name is Ralph. So I'm going to require ID when he comes to pick up his prizes. And it better say Ralph.
Just come when I'm here, because if you come in and say, hey, I won something, I'll say, okay. I'll say, what did you win? And you say, I won the keys to this radio station. I'll be like, well, good job.
And she'd give them to you.
Good job. Did you ever watch The Monsters?
No. Everybody's like, that was really easy. Like everybody over here said, everybody said monsters. Like there's 10 comments, monsters.
I knew Josh would never get it. And I have to remember that people are smarter than him.
Oh, that is true. I don't have a problem admitting I've not watched bad TV. So
Are you the casting on that show was really good. The guy that played what's the daddy's name? The Frankenstein.
are you asking me?
I'm asking the people who are listening and can type. Herman.
Nobody's responded yet.
He did a great job with that character.
Herman. Yeah, Brian says you're correct.
I know.
You asked him.
I know, and then I got it.
Yeah, so that would be the right answer. I don't know. I didn't watch that show.
Oh, it was really cute.
When did that come on?
Oh, that was still black and white. Hang on, I'll tell you. And they had the one family member. I don't remember if she was a cousin, but she wasn't a Munster. She was just like a plain Jane. 1964, and it was only on for 2 seasons. Oh man, I thought it was on longer than that.
Clearly, it was quality cinema. This good show y'all talking about, and it was on for 2 seasons.
It was.
You think if people liked it, it would be on longer? You ever think you got all your stuff done, and then only to find out you got like 1,000 things that you've not done?
What do you got to do?
Like I'm pretty well on top of things. And I come in, I'm like, oh, I've not done that, and I'm not done that, and I'm not done this, and there's several things that I should have done already that I've not done. They just kind of hit me all at once.
Do you know? I feel like I work best under time pressure.
That's what all procrastinators say.
I'm a big procrastinator.
I work best
I feel
on the
like
deadline.
when I'm running, like I've had weeks to do something, and then I wait and wait and wait, and then I can do it in like an app. Something that shouldn't take too long. I'll just be like, I'll do that later. I'll do it later. Things I don't want to fiddle with.
I don't. I wish I wasn't such a procrastinator. I try to get ahead, and I just can't.
You need somebody to stay on top of you.
It's the ADD I've got. People need to.
I'll be working, and I'll say, "What are you doing?" He's watching reels.
They're addicting.
He's watching Morgan Wallen concert reels.
No, I'm not. Usually it's cat videos.
Whatever.
Once you watch one of them, that's all you see.
My favorite, when the boy one is in electrician school, and one day he just sends me this video of someone being electrocuted. And I was like, this is after the boy one come home with 2 holes in his shirt where he had gotten shocked or something, doing some hands-on work. And I'm like, buddy, that's scary. A couple days later, Josh sends me this video of a guy getting electrocuted, not like in the chair, like he was doing work. And it was, I'm going to tell you, it was very graphic. I don't like seeing stuff like that. I don't like seeing people fall and get hurt. I don't like seeing videos like that.
If anybody out there wants to be my friend,
I don't want to
allow me
see
to
those
send
hurtful videos.
Videos like that to them. That would be good.
People getting hit by cars. He's like, oh, and I'm like, please don't show me.
Did he yell he was killed? I did not.
He told me. I was like, what? Why would you send me that? And he said, the guy lived.
He did, though. He did live.
How do you know?
Well, it's in the comments.
Oh, so it has to be true.
Yeah.
It didn't look like there was electricity coming out of his face.
He looked like Marv on Home Alone 2.
Yeah.
When he gets to the sink. You can see the skeleton for a minute.
Yeah, don't send me that. I don't like that.
But both lived. See, look, everybody lived. It's okay.
Both what lived?
The punter and the guy. Everybody's alive. And so that must be a Josh thing. Watching those videos. Like, I don't know. It's just I don't want anybody to be hurt. But if it's on video.
Josh?
I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want that. It's a good lesson for the boy when I sent it to him too. I say, pay attention to what you're doing in school so this don't happen. I think this dude touched the electric line, the power line,
On accident.
with a ladder somehow. So it was pretty violent reaction there.
Seared into my memory. I can't remember nothing, but I'll be 87 years old and I'll still remember that.
All right. We got more morning show. We've got, is it Mondays Must Connections?
Nope.
Something different.
Yep.
Movie Monday.
Yep.
All right. That's next on the Thunder Radio Morning Show, brought to you by Dr. James Van Winkle and his many great ways to make you look great, function great, and feel great, including his Emcella treatments. Say goodbye to urinary incontinence today. Learn more at drvanwinkle.com. So, really quick, I want to remind everybody that we've got birthdays coming up later on in the show, and you can watch the show. If you're a radio listener, we'd love you. Stay on the radio. That's great. But if you want to partake in the show a little differently, you can watch the show on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Join our subscribers there. And you watch the show. Doesn't cost you a thing. And you can rewatch the shows there later in the day as well. And we usually keep the conversation going during the breaks over there with the chat features. So get it over there and take advantage. That's on Facebook or YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio.
Start your day the fresh and fruity way. Now, under new ownership, we're serving up all natural goodness with fresh fruit and no added preservatives.
Your delicious flavor. And guess what? We've expanded our menu. Come in for a hot coffee or iced latte.
I get hurt a lot with things.
It's the perfect way to start your morning at 708 Goldsboro Boulevard.
We're going to show. I think it's required. We show that every commercial break.
For Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in. He was destroyed by Warren.
At Coffee County Bank, we believe in better. For nearly 50 years, we've bet it all on better. And since 1975, we've helped countless
I forgot about that.
buy better cars and bring better ideas and businesses to market. Has it been worth it? You better believe it, because that's banking you can believe it. Coffee County Bank. Believe in better. Find out more online at www.coffee.bank. Even on Windows number at the restaurant.
Living in Kansas, you have value in someone you trust, someone who looks out. When it comes to Medicare, it's good to have.
He's got more things to do than I realize.
What are you talking about?
He's got some advertising things to send out, and I got a banner to build and
Do you want me to build a banner?
billing. Oh, I'll get it. You're busy. Aren't you?
There are things to do, but I could build a banner. And I'm better at it than you are.
No, you are good at the banners.
I would probably do it in less time than it would take you.
Probably.
What banner?
A fair banner for the website.
That'd be easy.
I had the fortunate experience of playing ball when the crackback was legal. Yeah, I mean, that when they take that out, it wasn't that long ago.
What is it when you like DDT them? What's a crackback?
It's kind of like when you. I'll show you later. I saw a good one last night on Reels. Actually, when I was watching the Reels.
When you pick a player up and just
That's it.
break them over your knee.
Yeah, that's what Bane did to Batman. The old crackback. It's hard to believe that movie came out that long ago. When was that?
Getting old. Getting old.
2012. The movie came out in 2012.
It's a big deal.
It's 12 years ago. They bring in the blindside blocks, the peel back blocks. Some of those on the peel back blindside blocks are, I don't agree with some of those calls because some of it's like, well, even if they're looking, if they're out of the play, but I'm like, define out of the play, man. If he's on his feet and he's running, He's in the play. I saw a Titans player make a tackle yesterday from 80 yards away. So defined to me out of the play. I don't like that. If he's on his feet, he's in the play. He made that tackle like at the 3. He got to it. But, I mean, he chased that dude all the way down the field.
The girl asked me yesterday when I was going to put my fall decorations out. And when you go into the store, that's the first thing you see when you go in.
I'm surprised Christmas is not even up now.
Full fall. I mean, it has been since July. They've been trickling out, but now it's like, and I haven't bought anything fall. So I'm proud of myself. I still have my.
She's doing a good job.
I still have my lemons and red, white, and blue.
Well, this summer is this week is gonna be full on summer.
Hot.
Oh yeah, the heat index. I mean, you're gonna be well over 100 Wednesday, Thursday. Even this weekend's gonna be hot, around 90. Like that water temperature at the pool is gonna come round up. Labor Day weekend and all. Did the girl want to leave?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't see.
Friday, August 30th. It goes all the way through September the 7th. Entertainment includes rodeo Saturday, August the 31st, monster trucks on September the 2nd, senior citizens program September the 4th at 9 a.m., mud race September the 6th and 7th. Learn more at CoffeeCountyFair.com.
In a world of cluttered garages, Lois starts a cleaning frenzy, putting Peter's valued belongings at risk. His only hope? Acme Storage in Manchester, a secure haven for his precious items. Impenetrable gates, 24/7 access, and a fresh storage center. Acme Storage saves Peter's needs. Don't let your treasures turn to trash. Visit Acme Storage TM.
Very healthy discussion about football this morning.
Leanne says she loves a good pancake. Me too.
Like a
Butter,
pancake.
syrup.
Somebody wants to bring me a pancake right now, that'd be all right.
She means football pancake.
Well, yes, it actually does. It's the morning show with Josh and Holly.
Thunder Radio morning show here until 8:30. I want to tell you about our friends at Common John Brewing Company. Their Beer Fest is coming up September the 14th, so we're just 19 days away from that. So get your tickets now, commonjohnbc.com, or go by the brewery and get them at 210 Woodbury Highway. We have some here. We're going to give them away sometime between now and then. General admission is 1 to 5. I think they're already sold out of VIP tickets, which I think was like an hour early admission on that, but they're out of those. commonjohnbc.com. Going to be a lot of fun. Get those tickets to Beer Fest. Holly, welcome back.
Thank you.
We've got Movie Monday here. That's what I'm told.
We don't really do Monday's misconnections, but it's basically copy and paste lately. I saw you in the grocery store.
You're real pretty.
Yeah, I
want to talk to you.
Most beautiful woman I've ever seen. You smiled at me.
And now I can't stop thinking about you.
What color shirt was I wearing?
Yeah, it's sad.
So we don't normally watch movies. I'd like to start doing like a movie review Monday.
Oh, golly. I know where we're going here. I know where we're going.
And we don't normally watch movies, but the new Twisters movie was out to rent. So I know Josh.
I don't remember paying this much money to rent a movie at the movie store.
Well, I think it's early access. I don't think it would even be out yet if it were like a blockbuster.
Okay, I got you.
But Josh loved the Twister movie. He was really excited about Twisters.
What people were giving it good reviews. You know, they went to see it. They're like, yeah, it was great.
He there's not many movies he sees the previews for and is like, man, I'd like to see that. But I knew he was excited about that. And he was like, hey, Twisters is out to rent at home now. And I said, okay, let's watch it. We had a little time one evening.
Saturday night, yeah.
And let's watch it. And he was like, oh, you rent it for 20 or buy it for 25. What do I do? And I'm like, well, if you think it's going to be good, do you think you're going to want to watch it again? $5 more and you got it.
So glad I did not spend that $5. I would have been so mad.
I was like, let's save the $5. Let's just rent it, and when are we going to have time to watch it again? And when we finally do, maybe it'll be on Netflix by then. I don't know. So we rented the movie, and I was excited. I was like, I've not watched a good movie in a while. I feel like the last good movie I saw was The Departed. Sorry, Wendy Patton.
And we still haven't seen a good movie in a while.
Yeah. I saw a good, but a lot of folks don't like scary movies. But if you like scary movies, the Smile, that was a good one. It's got Kevin Bacon's daughter in it.
Good.
Any hootie, I hated Twisters.
I did not like Twisters. I got frustrated with Holly because I paid the $20, and within 5 minutes, she decided to get up and wander around the house. And I'm like, no, we paid $20. You're going to watch this. You're going to sit down and you're going to watch it.
I could tell in the first 5 minutes of the movie, I was not going to like it. I hated the.
I could tell also, but I paid the money.
I hated the script. I hated the acting.
Bunch of B-list actors.
Like who works together with people and are like laughing while they work? Nobody's laughing while they work.
Some people like their jobs, Holly.
Especially you're getting ready to do some.
That's a unique job.
Serious storm chase. No, I'm just talking about people. If I'm working on something like getting the Dorothy ready to send up in the tornado, I don't want somebody over here messing with me. I'm trying to do my work. I don't know. I didn't love it. And Glenn Powell, everybody's, Glenn Powell. He's an attractive man. I'm not going to sit here and say that man isn't handsome, but he didn't do it for me like some of the other ladies, I reckon.
Yeah.
He got a strong jawline. He's handsome, but you put somebody else in that position, maybe I like it a little more.
I thought
I like that. I don't know. I guess it has to be somebody with a really good physique. But Chris Pratt? I like him.
Yeah, we're talking about Twisters, Dana. So we watched it on Saturday, and I guess I was upset because I'd seen a lot of meteorologists review it and say, it's pretty accurate outside of the part where they're trying to stop a tornado. Obviously, you can't do that. Sorry, spoiler alert. But I'd already seen that, so I'm assuming
they're injecting baby diaper fluff up into F5.
They're like, obviously, you can't do that.
Stop it.
And they said, but otherwise, the terminology and stuff is pretty good movie. And I'm like, okay. So, and I liked the first one. And when like the intro, the start of it, it's got some of the original music, and it's got, so I was pumped.
During the movie, like I've never seen Twisters. Every time they have something in it, like
it's not connected,
quote unquote, the suck zone.
Yeah.
Josh is like, there's a nod to the first one. That's a nod to the first one. Every time it had something similar in it, he's like, that's a nod to the first Twisters. And I'm like, buddy, I'm watching the same movie.
But she didn't watch it for long because she just got up and left.
Listen,
I paused it.
It made me so mad.
I was like, no, you're watching this with me.
I snuck out after 5 minutes because I hated it already. And I went to go do laundry. So I'm in the laundry room and getting stuff out of the dryer, I was gone for about 5 minutes or so. And I'm like, okay, I've killed 5 minutes of having to sit through this. And I come back and he has paused it. And I'm like, no, don't pause it.
I think she took a bath.
Let that play.
I was like, no, you're watching this with me. We're going to watch a movie together and we're going to sit through and suffer through this together. It's part of the vows.
I didn't care for Twisters.
It wasn't good. I didn't think. Maybe you liked it.
People has got to. I feel like the ones that liked Twisters watched Reba.
And like that. Yeah, the original Twister is so much better. Now, I did enjoy this. The CGI on this one was really good.
It was the storm scenes were the best part. Like the acting, bah.
Well, I didn't recognize any of the actors in this thing.
Well, because I think they spent so much money on the CGI and the
effects and things like that.
The effects.
That was their budget. And then it was like, oh yeah, we need some actors. Let's head on down to the local acting company and see if they would like to join this show. So somebody down at the Omaha Arts Center got some lead roles.
There were some people that were sucked up by the tornado. I thought it looked realistic.
Yeah, I feel like that's how that would look. But some of the writing was poor. I'm like,
writing, the acting.
I was like, I hate to give it. Turn it off if you don't want spoilers. I don't want to tell people to turn off the show.
Don't spoil it.
I'm not giving a lot of spoilers, but they get surprised early on that it's an F5 tornado. They thought it was going to be an EF1. I'm like, no. When you've got if you're a storm chaser and meteorologist, when you've got a storm that large.
Yeah.
I mean, F3 to F5 maybe, right? But we were looking for a little F0 or F1 to put this in and try it. Oh, it's an F5. Oh my goodness.
The main character, the girl, what's her name? What was her name?
I don't even remember her name.
Hannah, Anna, Abby.
I don't know. Jaina. I don't know.
Jaina?
I don't know.
You know a lot of Jainas?
I don't know what her name was.
Anyway, she I didn't like the bit where she was like this ultimate, nobody knew it better than her.
Oh, right.
Like she could lick dirt and tell you.
You're not Bill Paxton, honey.
And even Bill Paxton didn't have instincts like they made her out to have.
They basically
I don't know.
Addie. Her name was Addie.
Addie. Yeah. Something like that. I liked it how at first she started out on the corporate team and then went to the wild team. Yeah.
A lot of spoilers here, y'all. I'm sorry. But I told you, turn it off if you don't want spoilers.
Sorry.
No, I mean, you could see it coming. I mean, I saw it pretty early on, the deal. So anyway, I appreciated the storm scenes. Otherwise, the original Twister is so much better. I didn't think they did a very good job with setting the scene, making you feel connected to the people. None of that. I didn't.
I agree.
It was too.
I instantly didn't like any of them.
Yeah, it was too. You didn't feel connected to to anybody really.
Like the storyline.
The storyline, you didn't follow it.
That's just our opinion. I've seen a bunch of people say they loved it.
And you might like it. That's cool.
We also watched the Steve McNair documentary.
Oh, we did watch that. I forgot. The Untold. Aaron McNair.
That was good. I don't remember when that happened.
Yeah.
I mean, I do remember when it happened, but how old were you when that happened?
What happened around 05, didn't it? 06, somewhere around there.
Okay, so I was probably pregnant with the boy one.
Maybe 07, I don't know.
And I just didn't pay a lot of attention to football at that time.
It was 2009, I'm sorry. It was a little later than I thought.
Oh, 2009.
Maybe 2005 is when he left the Titans, went to the Ravens is what I'm thinking of. 2009, so it was a little later.
Okay, I just wasn't watching a whole lot of Titans football then, but I remember that it happened, and for some reason, I thought he got shot in a gentleman's club.
No, you think about Pac-Man Jones, probably.
Did that happen?
I think he may have shot someone in a gentleman. Be careful talking about Pac-Man. He may show up here.
Did he play for the Titans?
He did. Yeah.
Okay, maybe that's what I'm thinking of. Was it around that same time?
No, I don't remember when he got drafted. I don't remember. You're going too far back on me.
I'm getting.
I think you and Leslie maybe spirit animals.
Leslie, I've seen every episode of Very Scary People.
Oh, they just got a text.
There's probably not a crime documentary out there that I watch them on rerun. I've ran out. I've started Googling when are new episodes coming out. If you like crime documentaries, I like Signs of a Psychopath is a new one. For me,
I like it because it's shorter. Like I like the shorter episodes. I don't want to watch because I feel like some of the hour-long murder shows.
There's a lot of reenactment.
It's reenactment or just repeats of what they've already said. Yeah. And I'm like, if they got new information, I'll watch it, but I don't want to watch the repeats. So, the Signs of a Psychopath are like 25 minutes. Like I love that. Like we can bang out a bunch of those real fast.
You can watch that on I think it's Hulu, Investigation Discovery,
Mhm.
something like that. Anyway, but
You were talking about Aaron McNair. Did you have more to say about that? You were saying you didn't remember that happening.
I remember it being in the news, and I remember people being like, "Oh, Steve McNair was killed," but I didn't know the details, so it was interesting to find out that.
Yeah, for you didn't know a lot of those details, so it's new information for you.
Yeah.
For me, it was a lot of. I knew it, but it did bring up some. There's things I didn't remember
or didn't know.
There wasn't much I didn't know. There was one thing I didn't know in there, but most of it was I just had forgotten.
I liked that they had what's his name, the coach?
Jeff Fisher.
Jeff Fisher.
He did a really good job. I've always been a big Jeff Fisher guy. I think because I'm an average person myself, and he's a 7-9, 8-8 kind of coach. I think that's why I connect with Jeff Fisher. Like I'm the ultimate average guy, just average.
Average Josh.
And Jeff Fisher is, August the 8th is Jeff Fisher Day.
Yeah.
8-8. Or you can say July 9th. It's National Jeff Fisher Day.
Yeah.
But that's the coach I grew up, with the Titans with. So I always feel a little more connected.
You say you loved Steve McNair, didn't you?
I was a big Steve McNair fan. Yeah. I mean, that was prime. When you're growing up at that age, if you're a sports fan, I mean, I watched him play as a Tennessee Oiler. We would go watch them play when they played at Vanderbilt Stadium.
Yeah.
And nobody wanted to go watch those games. We got tickets for free. So it was frustrating when they moved to Adelphia at that time. It was Adelphia because you couldn't get tickets. And I'm like, well, we should get free tickets because we went and watched, or we should at least have access. So I had to sit through that. But that was when they first got here, and it was Eddie George and it was Steve McNair, and you watched them, take off together. And I'm at that time 11, 12 when they first get here, and then I'm 13, 14, 15, 16, I think when they went to the Super Bowl, I was 13, 14 years old. So that's prime influenceable years. It's also the time that where Chipper Jones was really good and the Braves were really good. So I got to watch a lot, and the Vols were good. I got spoiled on my sports at a bad age. And I think it's what's made me bitter today. Because I got spoiled. Like it was a time for all of my teams to be good. The Vols were really good. I got to watch Peyton Manning come up. I got to watch T. Martin. I got to watch them win a national championship, and Casey Clausen, some really good years from really 95 through 2005, just some really good years.
Yeah.
And that's right at that age where you're developing and you think your team's the best.
Right.
The Braves won a World Series in 95 and they were really good. Went back to the World Series a few times. I got to watch them be really good during those years. And then the Titans were really good for a long time when they first got started. So now they all are terrible.
And it's made you sour.
It's made me sour to the world. I have battered ball syndrome, I like to call it.
Yeah.
And the Braves were so bad for so long. Now they're back to being decent. They won a World Series a few years ago, so I guess I ought to be happy. I bought some whiskey with the
Interstate Liquor from Interstate
Liquors with the commemorative to Braves World Series on it. And I was like, I'm not going to open this. They win to the World Series, so it's going to age for about 34 years. All right. Anything else here on Movie Monday?
I don't think we watched anything else.
No, we don't get to watch a lot. Holly, you and Leslie are going to have to just sit down and watch murder shows together.
Yeah, that's.
Does she know she's flying us to Ottawa? Still trying to make that happen. It's a long road trip on a Friday.
Well, she's going, right? Yeah. Is she flying?
I doubt it, but maybe I could talk her into it. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's an airfield near there or not, but be a whole lot better than driving through Cleveland on a Friday afternoon.
She said, let's do it, plane ride and murder shows.
Yes. I like one half of that.
And I like the other.
Yeah. Holly's a little nervous to get in an airplane.
Yeah, yeah.
Which scares you more, airplane or helicopter?
Helicopter.
Yeah. I think I'm a little more scared of helicopter too, because I'm really not sure that there is a physics can't even explain how those things are in the air. Like they're like, we're not really sure, but they're up there.
It works.
Yeah. All right, we got more morning show. Birthdays is coming up next. Call those in. We got weekend birthdays, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. 728-1320.
Reduce fat and tighten skin today by getting M-Sculpt Neo treatments with Dr.
Do what?
Leslie said you should be more scared of a helicopter.
I agree. Did I see somewhere where physicists are like, well, we don't know how they fly.
I don't
I'm
know.
like,
I don't know. Do you get your own parachute in a plane? Like, can I sit there with just the parachute on?
I was just yesterday. I was looking up how to survive jumping out of a plane without a parachute. I don't know why I randomly get that in my head.
I've read it too, and it says you should aim for trees.
Aim for trees, and if you're really wide, try to slow yourself down. I also read where they beat the air into submission. That's how they work. But I also read where, what was it? Sorry, I got my birthday. If it's not a terrible idea to aim for water, even though water is supposed to be like concrete, but you got to get really wide to slow yourself down. But then the last minute, you got to turn and go feet first, and limit your surface area that hits.
Yeah.
So I'm prepared if I ever have to jump out of a plane without. I'm at least gonna give it a good run, or look for a slope. They said look for a slope if you can find a slope.
Yeah.
They say maximum you'll go about 120 miles an hour. You won't go any faster than that. So, because that's as fast as you'll go, 120 to 140. And that's just the max speed that you. Because in my mind, I'm like, you'll just pick up speed the whole way down. But it's like
when I was little, and I know physics doesn't work like this, but I was like, if my plane is going down, I'll just hang on to the last minute
and then jump.
And right before it hits the ground, I'll just jump out.
Yeah, because then I'll only jump from 10 feet high,
right?
And I'm good. That's how I thought. I'm still not sure that we could make that work.
You couldn't make that work.
Why?
Because your body is already in motion. You're already going. You're not jumping with enough force to change the momentum.
Well, I could try.
Here at Manchester, with an amazing group of pharmacists, technicians, and staff, and we love to take care of it. I'm still here to be your pharmacist. Markham's Pharmacy would love to be your pharmacist. Thanks, Robbie. And you guys can visit us at markhamspharmacy.com or give us a call at 728-1100.
Birthday time. Thanks for watching, Jeremiah. That means the Titans are going to lose every game this season. I'm unbeaten in the
Birthday time on the Thunder Radio morning show as we at the top of the hour. We want to celebrate Saturday, Sunday, and Monday birthdays. This afternoon, Tiffany will draw for a winner of a slice of birthday pie from the Mercantile Cafe Bakery and Gift Shop. Then at the end of the week, we draw for a cake. Last week's cake winner was Justin Cougar. Congratulations to Justin Cougar on winning that cake. And Brian and Irina Jones won the anniversary flowers from our friends over at the Mossy Pot in downtown Manchester. Try them out for all of your flower needs. That's the Mossy Pot. All right, give me a drum roll. Saturday birthdays. Happy birthday, Jason Bramlett. Had a birthday on Saturday. Also, Renee Haggard. Bob Bellamy. Abby Chumley and Jeremy Woods. Sunday, I've got one birthday, Jacob Prater. And on this Monday, the 26th, I have a few. Wayne Mines, I believe, is that writing. Frank Watkins and Michelle Rollman. Happy birthday to all those folks. Hope you have a great day or days or had a great day. And then we will be drawing later today, 4:30 for the birthday pie for each day. So each day gets a slice of pie. Celebrities?
Yeah, Macaulay Culkin turns 44 today. Melissa McCarthy turns 54. How is Melissa McCarthy just 10 years older than Macaulay Culkin? In my head, she's 20 years older than him.
We're starting to get older.
It's the late Mother Teresa's birthday today. Chris Pine turns 44 and James Harden turns 35.
That does it for your celebrity birthdays and your local birthdays. Again, call them in at 728-1320 anytime throughout the day. You can also email them to WMSR@thunder1320.com. We're across the top of the hour. We got more morning show until 8:30. It's the Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage.
Broadcasting from the Unity Medical Center studios, this is Thunder Radio WMSR, 1320 AM, 107.
She gone.
Thunder Radio's local news update is brought to you by Spring Street Market.
All right. And come back. We've got a little time left. Let's watch our video again because that's what I like to do.
Line to kick this for Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed. Picked up by Coffee County in the end zone. A flag came in. He was destroyed by Warren.
You jumped from the top of a bridge into a river and belly flopped. How bad did that hurt? Seems like that would hurt. Spit up blood. It seems like it would be painful. They say it's like concrete, pretty much. Hitting water that high. I mean, you still belly flop into a pool and it hurts. There are stories of people falling out of a plane and surviving. There was one that ended up with like a sprained ankle, and that was it. Golly. I jump off the tailgate of my truck and I'm hurting. I gotta slowly get down. I gotta use the little step down to get down. I can't imagine that level. I'm saying I can't even jump off the tailgate of my truck without hurting. I imagine landing from a plane.
Yeah.
You busy today?
I have things to do, but I'm not.
It's billing day.
I have a lot of sports to try and cover
tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I got cross country that's priority.
Yeah, they're home today.
They don't have a lot of home meets.
No, cross country's on. It's gonna be hot. Boy, can't imagine running cross country day at 3:00.
It's at 5.
5. All right. He just said parking cars from 3 to 6, so I didn't know. Maybe it's middle school or something.
Middle school's I should probably get there.
I don't know what time I could find out. Maybe a full schedule.
Middle school maybe at 4. I don't know. So when I leave there, Westwood soccer is playing, I believe. Westwood volleyball is playing. You're going to be there.
Yes, I'm at Westwood volleyball today.
But also JV and 9th grade football are playing.
You better cover that. I got a call Friday, kind of complaining. I don't know why. If I was going to be at freshman football, I'm like, no, I'm not.
You got a call?
Yeah, somebody called here wanting to know if I was going to be covering that game Monday, and I was like, what game? What are you talking about? We got a bunch of games. And said freshman football. And I said, I'm sorry, we don't broadcast freshman or JV sports. We'll come take pictures sometimes, but we're not going to broadcast freshman or JV sports, whether it's middle school or high school, and I'm going to die on that hill. There's plenty of other varsity sports happening. We're going to cover the varsity sports, not just varsity football. For me to cover freshman football, then we have to drop doing other varsity sports, and that's not going to happen. There's only even if I had the hours and the manpower to do so, I've only got one radio station.
You know what people here though, when you hear I'm not doing JV sports because I'm doing varsity, people here will, you're saying my kid's not as good as that kid.
That is what I'm saying.
People take offense to
Yeah,
that.
I'm just saying once your kid is a varsity player, then they will, we'll be there to broadcast the game. It is what it is. I mean, there's because then am I going to start covering JV basketball? Because they start playing at 3 in the afternoon, and I'll be there. It's not feasible. Again, I was like, that's my only job. Like if I didn't have to do the morning show and I didn't have advertising things and other shows to worry about, coaches, that's the only job is to cover sports, and sure, the varsity is going to be a priority. That's just the way it is. And one of the team's records goes into the record books. One of them doesn't. That's just how that works. JV, but then they don't hear that. Then they think it's JV and varsity, freshmen and JV are very important for the development of the players.
Absolutely.
But you have to earn your way up to that level, and then.
Anyway, I'm gonna try and I don't know in what order I'm gonna
make that happen. You happy draw out a map?
No.
And the time plan?
Nope.
For what you're going to do?
I can do it.
I'm good at that.
I'm good at it.
I'm good at planning. I really could use a sausage biscuit or something. I had no breakfast this morning. What? I'm going to work out.
What do you want to talk about here?
I don't know. I don't really have any plans. Here, go back to this violent hit. He's killed. Announcers clueless. Okay.
How is that? Like that kid, that was, I feel like, exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Wait, save it for this next segment.
Yeah. It's just hard to find the comments because there's so many. There's hundreds of them. Probably should have had them ready to go before we got here, but it is where we are.
If you believe everyone gets a trophy, life is fair, and subscribe to Cancel Culture Thinking, you know what? You might want to change the channel. Yeah, because you're about to get offended. Okay, you've been warned. This is the Thunder Radio Morning Show with Josh and Holly.
Welcome back. Thunder Radio Morning Show here until 8:30. Somebody's on line one. Good morning. You're on the morning show. Hello?
Just swap.
Tiffany, please.
Oh, she's not in. You have to call back later.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. He probably wanted to talk more about that, but he got me on live air there. So, Tiffany, call that person back.
Someone's
I don't have their
looking
number
for you, Tiff.
I don't have their name or their number, but call them back. Yeah, live radio, Anyway, morning show overdrive financed by New Haven Mortgage. Looking to get into the home of your dreams? You need a finance company that has experience, and that's New Haven Mortgage. Heather Phillips and her team have over 60 years of experience in the home lending industry, and they're here to help. New Haven Mortgage in downtown Manchester. NewHavenMTG.com. NMLS 1477317. So if you missed the top of the show, you missed a lot of discussion about the viral video that we put out there. Nothing that we did so much.
No.
But High School Football Friday, I'm going to replay it over here for our Facebook crowd so you can see it. Sorry for the radio crowd. I can't
For Franklin County's Bradford, and he's killed, picked up by Coffee County.
And Friday night, and one of the Coffee County players, Caden Warren, came through completely untouched, unclipped, unbothered, got to the punter.
Franklin County's punter.
Hit him violently. Ball came loose. Coffee County picked it up. Anyway.
There was a penalty.
There was a penalty on the play, roughing the punter. There's an argument there over whether there should be a penalty or not. And I talked about it earlier. I'll listen to that argument because I can see both ways. I do not think that there's a penalty there because I feel like he got there so early and the punter is a running threat. And he had not dropped the ball. They're saying, well, maybe he had dropped the ball. Well, so I get it. I can understand that. But the argument that there was a dirty play or that it's not football, that's
hogwash.
Hogwash. Not listening to it. But anyway, so we posted it on our Facebook page. It got 1.3 million views over the weekend. Lots of arguing back and forth.
Lots of arguing.
Lots of arguing.
It's a lot of this. You don't know squat about football.
Yeah, you don't know anything. I know everything, and pretty much that's what it boils down to. So it's got 500,000 views on TikTok now, and on Facebook as well. But the comments are really where it's at when you go through here. Then there's some mean ones. What a blank play by a blank player. You gotta love that.
I get defensive about that because it like that's.
I know.
We're homers, and that's our team, and
right.
It wasn't a dirty play, and he's not a dirty player. You saw 5 seconds of a clip.
A lot of people said soft call. There's a lot of people that were on his side. You just kind of noticed the others. Let's see if I can get down through here and find some of these comments.
A lot of people were mad at Josh's call.
Not a lot,
but enough to where they were sending us emails.
We had a couple people that were like, "You can't say killed on the radio." I'm like, "Well, I just did, and I'll say it again." So then I got irritated with well, he's a dirty player. I'm like, well, A, he's not. B, if it was a dirty play, I wouldn't have posted it. And see how you gonna make that judgment on a 5-second clip when you've never seen him play before. And D, let's go there. The kid that got hit wasn't hurt. Okay. He's like, well, he could have been hurt. Yeah, but he wasn't.
He wasn't hurt.
So and that's why we posted it. Anyway, so
obvious athlete.
A lot of this. And he's killed. Laughy face. People like that. Blank had me dying. Y'all want to see a dead body? It's all in jest, people. It's clearly nobody. We don't want anybody to be. Is it bad? You got to explain that. Killed. Crazy commentary. Can't stand that guy's voice.
Was that my comment?
Oh,
I'm just kidding.
There's a lot of that. And he's killed with the dead skull and the fire and the laughy face. And
hit him hard. Caden hit that boy hard. And if I was that boy's family, I would probably be like, no, that don't hit my baby like that. But it's football. So
could you imagine listening to this on the local AM station with no video and you hear, and he's killed? That's what made me laugh so hard. I was like, I could have done a better job, but what else are you supposed to say?
That's what happened
right there. I was like, that's, I don't know anything else to say.
Not literally.
Yeah, because obviously we mean literally. Yeah. That's what drives me nuts. But yeah, a lot of people, there it is. Can you imagine the people listening and not watching when he says, and he's killed? A lot of that.
If I wasn't watching and you said that, I would think someone got tackled.
Yeah, because you're listening to a football game.
Yeah.
And you're trying to be pretty descriptive, but then we have the color commentator and come in and explain what I meant by and he's killed.
Yeah.
And he did. And then we cut that part off. It's the short part of the video. A lot of people are like, well, what was flag for?
Right.
We don't understand. So anyway, there was some.
A lot of other fun things happened at the football game. Chick-fil-A was out there and they're sponsoring a.
Did he hit the kick?
No,
I didn't see the kick.
He didn't even. That kick didn't even come off that. It just.
There was like
skipped across the ground.
There was like a kick at the end of the first quarter where if you hit the field goal, you get some money or something. And I didn't get to see it. I was busy doing things. So somebody asked me later if he hit the kick, and I did not.
No.
I did not see the kick.
Poor guy. You felt bad for him because it didn't even get any air, really. It just skipped along the ground. And but Chick-fil-A had the cow out there and was taking pictures with people, and that, Chandler England does a great job over there, donated $2,500 to the athletic program. Also, the Lady Raider basketball team received their final 4 rings, and they presented those rings at halftime.
Yes, those are some nice looking rings.
They are nice.
Morning show.
Yes, when does the Swap Shop be on?
Swap Shop comes on at 8:30, and he goes off at 8:45.
Thank you.
Thank you. Just go ahead and take your order right now. That's what I'm going to start saying when I answer the phone for Swap and Shop. Swap and Shop, can I take your order? My pleasure. I could not work at Chick-fil-A. I'm not pleasant enough.
No. What is the opposite of Chick-fil-A? That's where you should work. What is the grouchiest fast food company?
McDonald's.
You think they're grouchy? I don't think so.
They just get it wrong a lot.
No.
Where would you say then?
Oh, let's
Crystals.
See. I don't know.
I don't go there enough.
Unpleasant work. I don't know. I guess it could be anywhere.
I feel like Chick-fil-A just is above the rest when it comes to pleasantries.
The girl one works at Chick-fil-A, and her uniform is so professional looking. They all look uniform. I like that. When I go into a restaurant and the employees' shirts are all untucked or their hats are turned.
The hand says Bojangles.
Bojangles. Hardee's has a very pleasant drive-through line.
A lot of people there in the mornings. I do not understand it. I mean, more power to them. But, I mean, and they're good biscuits.
The Mercantile started their breakfast, and I think that was a big hit over this past...
On Saturday?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was as well.
I can't remember how many eggs Renee said she cooked, but...
They do full breakfast on Saturdays up there. I think they start at 8.
You know what I love about Renee is she's always trying to... In today's market, if you're not doing well at one thing, you have to switch it up.
You got to be quick.
You got to try to add things and do things that work and fit in your scope of business, and Renee is always trying that. And she works hard, buddy. Her and her staff.
Back on the comments of this football video. Reading these comments, the game of football we grew up with is gone forever, with a little rainbow emoji.
Oh.
It's gone. And then people like Adam Harris here with an overreaction. Yay, brain damage to a child.
Give me a break.
Oh. Yeah, right. I know.
I hate that we have to preface anything like this with we don't want anybody to get hurt. We don't want the other team to get hurt.
I hate to even
give that attention.
Given that, it's like if you think that I want somebody to be hurt, it's just people look for things to get outraged over.
Why?
If you want to, I don't know. People need a cause or something. Dang, with as many pansies as there are in this comment thread, it's a wonder soccer is bigger than it is. Solid. That's solid.
Josh is reading.
Yeah, you gotta. There's 800 comments. It's hard to dive down through. I like the ones that talk about how soft everybody is. Apparently, the commentator doesn't understand the rules of the game.
Don't you love that?
I know. And my voice is annoying. And look, it probably is to some people. It is what it is. Good thing you don't have to listen to the ball games. And he's a basketball star now.
Well, I saw that comment, but I didn't understand it.
You're assuming he's not playing football anymore.
Okay, I thought they were talking about Caden Warren.
No, I think they were talking about the other guy. And then here comes people like this. We had a middle school student die because he got hit just like this. I'm like, why? That's not relevant to this situation. I hope he was ejected. He was not.
He was not ejected, nor should he have been.
I know.
It was not the call of, was it roughing the passer? What was the call?
Kicker. Roughing the kicker.
I'm sorry, kicker.
Yes, that was the call. That punter is playing soccer next year. Oh, that's pretty funny. What's up with dude's voice? Good stuff.
I don't handle comments like that when people start talking about Josh or the radio station or our football players in a negative light. It makes me makes me crazy.
Bro was talking to his girlfriend.
And I get notifications when Thunder Radio gets a post, like a comment or a message. And so all weekend, my phone has been blowing up, and I'm trying not to look at it because I don't want
Right.
to get in some kind of tizzy, get my blood pressure up about people I've never even met.
I got to get on Holly about that. I thought she did a good job this weekend of not getting upset over things like that. I was like, because I could tell by that night, I was like, this video is going to get a lot of views and it's going to get a lot of attention. And I kind of knew what was about to happen. I didn't know that it would go.
I would have posted that I was wore out Friday night. I was wore plumb out by the time I got home and pulled pictures and edited pictures and put them all, that I didn't want to wrap my head around posting the video that night. So I did it the next morning. I was like, maybe I need to think on this if I want to post it or not. But the next morning, Josh was like, hey, you about to post that video?
Well, his mom had already reached out to me wanting that video so
Yeah.
she could post it. She's like, where's that video at? I want
yeah.
to post it. So I was like,
Yeah, if his mom is wanting to post it, and I feel like, okay, that's a green light.
that's good. We're fine. But, and again, I feel like the further out the video went, like, when it stayed in our regional area, everybody was like, oh, big hit. Some people are like, but as it got out of here and got into I feel like it just spread north geographically. The further it went away from the football center of the world, the more people seemed upset by it.
I think people like to see a big hit in football. Though even
absolutely.
I watch those videos when I come across like a big hit.
Yeah.
But it's the arguing that made that spread so quickly. It's folks can't see a comment that they disagree with without
they have to respond.
You're wrong.
Yeah.
You don't know anything about. And then what I like is they'll go even further and they'll see a comment they don't like, go to that person's
page and personally insult them.
Find out about that person, and they'll come back and be like, that's why your wife left you. I'm like, whoa, y'all are wild.
That's what they do. That's what they do. They'll personally insult them. They'll screenshot stuff on their page and be like, this you?
Like that. But I did it. That guy that said you had an annoying voice. I wanted to see what this guy looked like. And no grown man should take that many selfies. Like with filters and stuff and post them.
Yeah.
Like that's, a little cringe. It looked like a red flag.
Thunder Radio Morning Show Overdrive, financed by New Haven Mortgage. Full weather forecast for you. It's going to be hot all week. Low 90s today, and then we get to the mid to upper 90s Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Heat index value is going to be over 100, mostly sunny skies. Overnight lows going to be in the upper 60s, low 70s, and we do see a rain chance on Friday, but albeit just a 40% chance of rain, high of 92. Long range look at your weekend, about 90 with a 50% chance of showers. Weather forecast brought to you by Patton Pest Control. No contracts. Call Tyler Patton today to get those pests gone. 931-247-0781.
New Haven Mortgage features experienced lenders with over 60 years in the business, making New Haven Mortgage your trusted local partner in home ownership. Our seasoned team brings a wealth of experience to help.
Hardee's has the right to be unpleasant. It's a drive-through nightmare. But they're always so happy. Oh, Swap and Shop. Last Monday was super busy on Swap and Shop.
Oliver's Pawn and Jewelry in Manchester wants to be your jewelry store. Shop the huge selection of new and used jewelry at Tolliver's. Diamonds, gemstones, rings, bracelets, earrings. All the metals that you love.
What?
Tolliver's has jewelry repair and custom ordering.
It's a pregnancy photo shoot, like with the mama and the daddy.
Yeah.
But they're at the lake in their swimsuits. And it looks more like that's a maternity photo shoot.
Oh.
You can't tell it, but like you can tell it there.
Yeah.
But the pictures are kind of raunchy.
Yeah.
It looks like they're making a baby instead of announcing one.
So let's go back to the blue cakes and pink cakes and Get away from that. Isn't it crazy how that's turned into a whole industry?
What?
Gender reveals. Like used to,
like
it was
gender
blue
reveals.
cake, pink cake, blue balloons, pink balloons, and now there's like this whole industry. We're shooting things that explode in blue and pink powder, like all the different things. Huh. Thanks for hanging out with us this morning, y'all. And be sure to stick around for Swap and Chop on the radio side of things. Only gonna play one game tonight.
Who?
The freshman JV. I'm gonna play freshman for a half. The second half will be mix of JV freshman.
What time?
6.
I'll have time to get over there.
Be at 6. Still be plenty hot. I worry about the game Friday. Remember last year for the college
They had to
game, they
push
pushed
it
it
back
back.
an hour.
I think it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be hot, but not that hot. The problem with last year's was they didn't decide that till that afternoon, and we were already there, and it was so hot.
Today at 931-307-5540, and let's turn your home ownership dreams into reality. Equal Housing Lender, NMLS 1477317.
We'll do it for us today on Swap and Chop. Glad to have you along, not Swap and Chop, on the morning show. We'll have Swap and Chop next, right here on Thunder Radio. But big thanks to everybody for hanging out with us on the morning show. We're here 6:30 until 8:30, Monday through Friday. Holly, good show today.
Thank you.
Mercantile Cafe, Bakery, and Gift Shop. We're down home cooking meets Southern Hospitality. They're closed today and tomorrow, but be sure to stop by and get their grab-and-go breakfast. They got like $5 grab-and-go breakfast, delicious down-home cooking Wednesdays through Fridays starting at 7 a.m. Then on Saturdays, full-service breakfast at 8 a.m. at the Mercantile, 210 North Irwin Street. That's right across from the Manchester Police Department in downtown Manchester, where down-home cooking meets Southern Hospitality. We're done for today. Catch replays of the show on Apple and Spotify. You can all just search for The Morning Show with Josh and Holly, and you can rewatch the shows on Facebook and YouTube. Search for Thunder Radio. Swap and Chop coming up next, Behind the Wheel with Wyatt at 9. 10 o'clock's Rick and Bubba. 12 o'clock's the Dan Bongino Show. 3 o'clock, Connecting Coffee County with Tiffany. Tonight about 5 or 5:30, we'll have Westwood Volleyball. Then we'll join the Braves in Progress after that. Talk to y'all later.